Hello students, so there are 18 days exactly left for your JEE second attempt. 18 days in the sense I just calculated up to March 31st because April 1st onwards, 2nd onwards your exam is going to start, your second chance actually, right? So you cannot just randomly prepare here and there. You need a better strategy for your exact calculations, exact preparations, so that you can score 99 percentile plus. Here I am come up with chemistry only. Okay, chemistry 99 percentile is not a bigger deal. It's not difficult. I know many guys will be, some of you will be fear about chemistry. Chemistry is not like coming to your point, even if it is an easy topic. But if you are properly maintaining a proper way of preparation, then definitely 99 percentile and plus is not a big deal in chemistry. So like for example, here see you have an 18 days, right? So if 18 days 18 different chapter, 18 days 18 different chapter, that means like more important chapters, almost I am covering every chapters here in with 18 days plus organic. 18 days I have arranged in such a way that this 18 days you will give more important topics, and we don't have time. Already I said you how to prepare in the other video. If you haven't seen that, I will give in description that video also. You can go and see that. Like I already told you that you have to go by PYQ because already I said why. Okay, to see that you can refer to that channel also, like not channel, that video, because solving PYQ concept, because we already know, like by the analysis, if you have see the PYQ concept itself is repeated by different question. So we don't have time to start from the first and end to the chapter, go through the chapter and end at the whole, covering all the concept, end to the chapter. You don't have time for that. If you go by like that, 3-4 chapters, the entire month it will be stopping, and it will make you like feel like exhausted also. I'm not covering the things, I don't have much time to cover the things. It will make you actually too much of stressed out of the things. Okay, so that's why you have to go by PYQ method. Already I said what is the PYQ method. So 18 days. Okay, so those who are seeing this for first time, I will just say that you have to go by this questions, PYQ questions. Suppose say 20 questions, one question will be one concept. If that concept is not clear, then go and study that concept. Second question will be if another concept or the same concept, mostly it will be like that. If another concept, then go and study that concept. Third question, another concept, go and study that concept, because the concept is repeated. So if you know the concept, then it will be easy to solve. And like one more thing I will say, once you deal the whole PYQ, most of the concept will be covered, all most of the sure concept will be covered. But if you are going by one in a day, like one by all the concept you are going to cover in the chapter, then you will cover all, but it's not like a question analysis, right? So it is not sure this was the method you are following this much times, and you don't have the time for this also, and you may not cover the important concept, and you may not see how the questions will come from that part. So it will make you a more stressed, or that is actually a it's not a good way to prepare now. Even we know that the mistake analysis strategy, mistake you have to analyze and you have to prepare for that. But because wherever you will get the mark, you will keep on getting it. But wherever you are keeping mistake, you will keep on mistake, that goes to negative marks and you will lose the marks. So that's why I'm suggesting you this strategy. So go by this method and analyze your mistakes and restudy that. Okay, so I will give a detailed way of how to prepare in this video. Okay, so we will start with that 18 days. Okay, what is the benefit of this 18 days 18 chapter? 18 into 4. Okay, come to this 18 days 18 chapter, 18 into 4 72. Now each 18 days, it's not like only one chapter. If you prepare for one chapter in the sense PYQ method. Okay, so one chapter PYQ method plus the mistakes. And one more thing I have to say is, once that chapter is done, always you have a JEE planner. JEE planner means JEE syllabus. with you and you paste it somewhere. Okay, JEE syllabus, you paste it somewhere, and one chapter you prepare, right? You just tick mark. It will be having subtopic. Like you already have done all the PYQs and mistakes, and like all the chapters important topics must be covered. Now you can just tick out the covered topics. Okay, that covered topics if you have prepared, then it is we are already in the safe zone, because that is most repeatedly asked the topics. Now there will be some left out, right? You just mark it out, highlight it. Why? Because in the day we will get some extra time. You can just go through this topic so that you can make sure that you are not left out with any of the topics from that chapter. So you will be satisfied. Or you may fear, okay, I will only cover PYQ. What about the other concept? I may have forget that. No. So because of that, that's why I'm saying paste the syllabus in your wall or in your study table, and all the topics which you covered already in PYQs and analysis. Okay, fine. The rest of the topic, whatever is coming in that, you just underline that or highlight it, that, so that end of the day you can just go through revision of that. So you can just revise that. Okay, so now this 18 days what strategy, I'm going to start with that. And you can see here, see organic each chapter. It's not like 18 days one chapter plus an organic, because if you add organic separate day, then you will get again days you have to need more days to study, and we don't have. That's why one day starting plus organic at a particular time. Even that analysis time all I have included in this one. Okay, so 18 days, 18 important chapter, 18 into 4. How much actually? 18 into 4, 72. Even it is not like that. In 18 into 4, you can select all the important chapters and you will get more than that. Actually, it is not like just from one chapter you will get only one question. From one chapter, you may get more than one question, or even one question, even there is no question also. So that's why I have, for the safety, I just added one question per one chapter. So 18 into 4, 72. Without adding organics. These 18 are without adding organic. Okay, but GOC is included here. Okay, and into 4 you have equal to 72 marks, right? So this 72 marks, hardly 3 question of organic. If you get 3 into 4, 12 marks. Got it? 84 marks in 84 marks in chemistry plus extra. I only added one thing, right? Even if you are getting plus extra 4 also, even this is enough to get the 99 percentile in chemistry. And it depends, again it depends on your strategy, and not strategy, it's again depend on your difficulty level of the exam and all. But believe yourself, 84 score in chemistry is actually a very nice score. Okay, it's not like that. I have seen all my students score, and I have seen the percentile in that, and it's in the last attempt it was scoring, it's not like 84 marks scoring, it will be very 99 point, even 99.679 also it can come if you are scoring this much. It depends on your difficulty level again, but this is not a bad mark. This is a very great mark. Okay, it's from the 100 you have only 16 marks left. So if you are following a proper strategy, then this score is not actually so difficult. You can easily score this. So we will go into our strategy. Since these 18 days are your crucial days, these are your last chance, you just be serious in these days. These days, 18 days, you just sacrifice your everything, all other things, and come to studies. You can be in a better position. You can go into an IIT, you can go into an NIT. So that's your you are going to make your dream come true. Okay, so wake up at 5 a.m. Okay, 5:30 to 6:30 we are starting with chemistry. Again 20 PYQ of that chapter. One chapter is there, no? Each chapter each day, right? So one chapter you select out that chapter which all the things that even that whole the list of the chapter 18 important topics I have arranged it. I will show it towards the end. Okay, so 5:30 to 6:30 chemistry you start with 20 PYQ, and 20 PYQ of chapter. And again I will say, okay, what about the maths and physics? I have added the time for that also, but why I'm saying chemistry is more important, whatever it is, maths will be difficulty and lengthy. Okay, so you cannot solve all, like, a lot of questions from maths, but chemistry is not like that. Chemistry is repeated concept plus question. So if you are losing the marks from there, then your overall percentile will decrease. That's why I'm giving more important for chemistry. Okay, so 20 PYQ you select, 1 hour is there, 20 PYQ is you select. It will not be sure that you can be able to solve this 20 PYQ. Put a timer and you have this timer, right? 20 PYQ in 1 hour. So mostly you are getting more than 2 minutes. So it's not like 20 PYQ should be 1 hour. 20 PYQ according to whether it is numerical and difficulty level, maybe 20 PYQ you can solve even without less than 20 minutes also, if it is like a chapter from chemical bonding or a periodic properties, like one word kind of things, without numerical, with less than 20 minutes also you can solve. But if it is a question from numerical like atomic structure, solutions, where you have lengthy calculations, or electrochemistry, like whenever lengthy calculation comes, you may got 2 or more than 2 minutes for that. But I suggest that according to the things you selected, if it is like chemical bonding or periodic properties chapter, if 20 questions are there, you put 20-minute timer and do it. You may don't even to do that all things, but you have to practice the timer also here, right? It's because that is the error you are making at the time of the exam. You will take a lot of time for an easy question. That's not good method. So put 20. Suppose if it is a chapter like periodic properties, 20 question, 20 minutes you put. You may even solve beyond, like before that also. So each questions, like put a timer of 20 minutes, stopwatch of 20 minutes, and solve it. Stop the timer, like when this timer is stopped at 20 minutes, observe how much questions you have solved. If you are solving before that, then it is very good, and if you are solving less question, then it is fine. Stop there. Okay, then why I'm saying the next day you will be having more time conscious. In your mind you will be more time conscious. If you randomly solve, you will not be you will not have any time conscious in your mind. But at exam time, when you are sitting in front of your computer, like your mind will be already time conscious, because there a timer is running. Okay, there is a timer running. So here if you are practicing with that, then your practice is more, so in the exam you can even do better. That's why I'm saying put a timer and practice always. So do that 20 questions. Even if 20 questions is not possible, whatever is possible, do that. Because the next time 6:30 to 8 I have arranged, analyze that PYQ, whatever you have solved. Because here when you are solving this 20 PYQ, you are not going to completely analyze it, restudy it. It's not like that. That 20 minute you solve it all, and if it is numerical, put a 45 minutes timer and solve it. And how much you are able to do that, you do that. Other thing we will come into this time. Okay, so now the rest questions, the left out question plus the mistake questions, and you check out all the things, how much is correct, how much is wrong. Okay, so now this time is for that. Correct question are fine, because you already know that concept, that's why you made it correct. But the wrong questions, right, you have to take it down and you have to restudy that chapter. For example, suppose in atomic structure from distance of closest approach, you may make some mistake. You made some mistake in a particular concept or a particular topic. Go and restudy that topic. You will be having your book with you, right? So go and restudy that topic. Okay, now again come and solve it. So what you have to do, you have to again solve it, right? Okay, you have to again solve it. Otherwise you will make the same mistake in the exam time. So do that for each question, plus the left out question time. Left out question, if you know, then it is fine. If you don't know also, you have to do the same mistake analysis. Analyze PYQ, write mistake topics and restudy and do again. This time 6:30 to 8 is for that. Now 8 to 8:15, it is your exercise time. Or better, like exercise time in the sense you can hear music if you love music better. This is like you need a break in between, otherwise you will be exhausted for the whole day. Okay, so exercise time, you can do exercise in 15 minutes, or better you can, I will suggest this, put a speaker or you can do like headphone, whatever it is. A podcast, a motivational podcast. Nowadays there are many motivational podcasts, like in Spotify or YouTube. I don't suggest YouTube videos, because if you go to YouTube videos you will get like something else will come and you will go beyond that. That should not be done. That's why I suggested you better to keep a stopwatch, because when time is running, when time is showing in front of you, you will be time conscious and you will come back. Otherwise you will go behind it. Okay, so put a podcast and listen to that motivational speech. When that someone is saying with a with a like powerful voice and all, you will feel motivated. I have to do it again, I have to overcome this, I have to score better things, this is my last chance. So that will like boost your brain, boost your mindset, so you will come back again with a better motivation inside. Okay, so now 8:15 to 9:30 you can go for maths or physics. It depends on your timetable. This is just a way to how to utilize your time. Just I am adding an example. You can go with the same thing also. So 8:15 to 9:30 maths, 9:30 to 9:45 mistake analysis. Again the 45 minutes, it depends on you, because maths also you have to take this less time. Again it is a kind of time consuming, right? If you are going by PYQ method, then it is fine, or you have any other method where your teachers are suggesting, you can use that. I am no one to say about the maths, since I am doing in chemistry. So this 9:40 up to 8:15 to 9:45, again you have to go for the max, and it's not like the less method, less time for max. Again max is coming. 9:45 to 10:30 you can take the breakfast, or if you are again too much of hungry, you can use any of other time, but make sure that you are using I have given you are using minimal time for having breakfast plus a walk. That's why I have given this much time, 9:45 to 10:30, because the whole the time you have studied, so you need a better break. So breakfast plus a walk, and come back again at 10:30 to 12, again max. Now 12 to 12:15 again you need motivation, because otherwise you will get exhausted. So motivation, that is some podcast. If you need any podcast to suggest, just let me know in comment section, so that I will give you the best podcast available in Spotify, because I don't want you guys to waste the time on finding the podcast, searching for a better one. I can suggest the things, because I know some better motivational things where I got also boosted up when I'm too much of depressed or too much of wasting my time. Okay, so that podcast, after hearing that, just 15 minutes after, again 12:15 to 1:15 you have physics started to start the physics, and 1:15 to 1:45 you have lunch plus walk time. Again 1:45 to 3:13 again you are going with physics. 3:30 to 3:45 again exercise or podcast. Exercise will be better, because you need to move your body, otherwise your brain will not work. You need to circulate blood into your brain. You cannot just sit all the day. So I will suggest exercise here. And 3:45 to 4:45 again chemistry, 20 PYQs of same chapter, because already you have restudied the concept, already you have did all the things. So 3:45 to 4:45 again a 20 PYQ of the same chapter, and 4:40 to 5 you analyze the improvement. Timer is also there, whether time improved, whether you put the how much you better do. Maybe you have made a mistake in one concept in the previous one, you may correct it now. Okay, so that analyze how much improvement you have. That will boost you again your confidence. If you are again making mistake, don't get depressed. You just say that I have to improve, that I have to restudy it. Go and restudy that. Mistake analysis plus revise. That is how you have to improve, no? Because these are all the repeated question, repeated concept. If you are working on it, definitely in the exam time also you will get mark from this side. So believe in yourself. Believe that if you make hard work, if you solve the things, if you study it, it will come automatically. Okay. Now 5:30 to 6:30 we are starting with organic. In between you can take a quick break time of 10 minutes, because you are going to start with a new topic, that is organic. Because already I said here, one day and one topic, suppose mole concept, started with mole concept plus one organic. But I have added GOC separately. Why GOC separately? Because GOC is the basic of everything. So I just added GOC with base, with everything you have to be completed. That's why I added separately with an organic each day. Okay. Now comes to this. Okay. 6:30 to 7:30 organic. Some 45 questions you take. 5:30 to 6:30 organic revision. Revision means complete analysis of that chapter. Organic to revise it will not take much time because it's again reagent wise. Already I told you can note out the reagents of a particular chapters. If you are going with the reagent, like going with a chapter, for example hydrocarbon or haloalkanes, hydrocarbon, if you are starting all the reagent, you can use this time for that. Okay, all the reagents, and you have to study the function of that reagents, what that reagent doing. If you know a better way, a proper analysis of studying organic, just comment on it. I will give the detailed way to study the organic, and even I will give the reagent list to you so that you can save your time. Now 6:30 to 7:30 is again the organic questions. Here it is revision, reagents you studied, reagents you revise, the function of that you have revised from that chapter. Now organic question time, 45 questions in 1 hour, more than also that you can do, because organic is if you know the organic, within 1 second also you can do that. That's a benefit of organic. If you know it better, it's a time saver. It's actually the time saver of your exam, organic questions. Okay, but nowadays there's a trend that organic will mix up with physical. Last percentage of yield, 1 mole, 50% is converted, 60% is converted. How much will be the molar mass of the final compound, like that? So it may be time consuming. But here when you are doing, what you how to do is like a reagent, because if you know the reagent only, the final product you will get. And if you know the conversions in between, something rearrangement, something like that, then only you can come to the final answer. That's why 45 questions of PYQ, do that concept, and again 7:30 to 8 mistake analysis and restudying of the things which you have made the mistake. The same whatever I have said before, the same things you have to do for all the things. Okay. 8 to 8:30 again dinner plus walk time. After take the dinner, don't come and sit again suddenly and study, because you need some walk. You have to give the proper digestions of what you have to take care of your health is more important. Health is also important, okay, because if you need your brain to work, if you need everything you have studied stored in your mind and brain, then you need proper exercise also. You maintain your proper health also. Okay, so now 8:15 to 9:15, write every formula. This is the recall time. It's very crucial time, it's very important time. Recall time means you must have studied a lot of formulas or a questions or reagents. Easy, right? Reagents and important concept and formulas or equations in maths, physics, whatever. This is the recall time. This recall time, you take a notebook separately, a rough notebook separately, then you start point wise write the formulas or the concept. Like, you don't want to write length here, you just write whatever you remember point wise. This 1 hour is for that. This will restudy or restore the things again. It will fix your all the concept again in your brain, and again it will give an idea where you have missed out, whichever you didn't recollect or you forget the things, you can revise it again and go. You don't want to restudy it again, you have to just go and remind the brain, okay, this is there, you have to note it again, so that will be again restored. So this time will help you that, okay, whatever you have studied for that day, again it is restored, again it is boosted. So this is very important, you have to do this. So write everything. Okay, now 9:15 to 11 p.m. if you are taking more things to restudy or revise, then you can use it this time for that, of that same topic, or otherwise other subject you can use. Okay, it depends on you. If you have already feel like I have done everything perfectly, I have got everything correct, and I need something other subject to be done, then you can go with other subject. If you feel mistake somewhere, if you feel like I want to restudy those things, you can go for the revisions again. Why revision is important? Because these all are conceptual based repeated things which will be repeated again. So if you are making mistakes, you are avoiding that, it's the biggest mistake you guys are going to do. So don't do that. Okay, so revision is more important than studying new things. Okay, now, so this is about your day. 11 p.m. go to sleep, wake up again at 5 a.m. 6 hours of sleeping I am giving. If you need something more, you can extend 1 more hour anywhere. 5 hours at least, since it is 18 days, 5 hours at least, and 6 hours is good. So that's why I'm adding the 6 hours of sleeping time. Okay, now I'm coming to your plan of chapters, which is that 18 days chapter. So here you can take a screenshot. Start with GOZ, because I told you day by day we are going with organic also. So if you know the GOZ only, you can do it better. If you are adding GOZ in somewhere in between these, then it will be difficult, because in hydrocarbon, haloalkanes, wherever GOZ is also important. So one day completely I am giving you for GOZ. In that day I am not giving an organic topic also. GOZ complete you take one day and completely you study it, especially the intermediate, stability, effect, inductive effect, mesomeric effect, aromatic. Always you remember that in GOZ organic, aromaticity greater than mesomeric, greater than inductive, hyperconjugation greater than inductive, because you should know what is the way to study GOZ. If you need a thing in that, you just comment on that. Okay, how to study GOZ. But GOZ is very important. The stability of intermediate, those things, what are the things, how the reaction is happening, what are the intermediate formed in each things, because again that depends on the product. Okay, so you took a particular proper day to study GOZ completely, to study all the effects properly and the order of the effects properly, everything. GOZ you take one day completely. Next day you can start with the mole concept. These are the 18 topics, mole concept, and on that day hydrocarbon you can choose. Next day atomic. Next day I haven't added in any organic, because either if you are left out something with this, you can continue with that, or else if you are left out something with that, you can do this. Therefore a better buffer time I'm adding for you one day. Yeah, okay, it depends on you. If you have already covered, then you can start out other chapter itself. Otherwise, if you are left out with, you can add it. Otherwise, if you are left out with some of the topics, then you can add it here, whatever. Okay, and next one is this chemical bonding, atomic after chemical bonding. And one more thing, this day you can use out, I told you you should have your JEE syllabus, no? So one rest out topics will be there, which you have to read and just conceptually understand. For that also you can use this day. Okay, like that. Now solutions, kinetics, redox. Redox, why I added it before the electrochemistry, because redox and electrochemistry always will be mixed. In redox, especially balancing N factor and all will be mixed to electrochemistry, because in electrochemistry Nernst equation, in Nernst equation you need N, right? 2.303 by NF will coming RT by NF. That N you have to find out for a particular equations. Then redox is required to find out the balanced equation. So redox you study, then you go for electrochemistry. Okay, then equilibrium, chemical equilibrium, ionic equilibrium. Even studying redox and electro will help you in ionic equilibrium also. And one more thing, if you need, you can shift out this equilibrium and ionic before redox and electro. That will be better, I feel, because in ionic pH calculation, find out concentration of that will come again, will be mixed with electrochemistry sometimes. Okay, so you can better you can shift out these two things before redox and electro. And come to then periodic table, where it's periodic properties. Again the exceptions, PYQ analysis. Again this all is PYQ analysis. Okay, so periodic PYQ analysis, exceptions, always take out this from this chapter. Periodic always mixed with the P block and D and F block. So make sure you are studying periodic first before going to P blocks. Then coordination, thermodynamics, thermochemistry. Sidewise, which all the organic you have to study, I am adding here. So P block, when you are studying, again concentrate on NCERT plus PYQ chapter. PYQ you go better you have find out a concept, take the NCERT and restudy that, read the whole the part of that concept, because if that concept is repeated somewhere other from that NCERT part will be taken through it for the next exam. Okay, assertion reasons, all the things, how to study, I already said that, how to go through NCERT, how to read NCERT already I said in the last video. You can go and check it. Now D and F block, again the crucial chapter, very important chapter, and repeated PYQ concept is always from D and F block. So make sure PYQ plus the conceptual analysis plus reading of NCERT. PYQ, that wherever that concept is coming, go and read the in NCERT of that particular concept very thoroughly, and whatever possible like lines can come from assertion, reason, statement wise, you read it properly. Now last day's purification, I added this kind of remember, you have to rethink again, you have to mug up the things, those things I have added towards the end, because otherwise if you study it beginning you will again forget it. Okay, there is a chance. So this much, the purification, especially that percentage calculation, the estimation methods, Dumas method, Jaldas method, Carrier's method, make sure you know that, because one question is must from that part. Purification, distillations and all, study it properly. Okay, because definitely that is a coming part in a particular exam, and you have left out with this much. You can extend some more biomolecules in that. It's very important theoretically. Statement based question, NCERT is very must. NCERT is very must. So like biomolecule, you can extend some more to give some time to read the NCERT. You can extend some more time, and again that vitamin other names given in NCERT, and whatever like guide you have, so those all things you can use it here. So I hope it will help you. I extremely definitely it is going to help you. So if you have this proper planner, you will be satisfied with everything, because you will be confident, because you have covered everything, you have analyzed all the PYQ. Now in your mind you have all the important concepts. So do this, and in the next attempt I hope everyone will be getting, and everyone is not possible, at least those who are seeing these videos, I need you guys to score 99 percentile and above in chemistry, and this is not a big deal. This is very easy if you are following the right method. If you like this, just like the video and subscribe. If you need more content, if you need any help, just subscribe to the channel, and thank you. All the best.